In a half-century, the world is free from the spectre of nuclear apocalypse. It should be a time of peace and prosperity, but all over the globe, the embers of old animosities have been fanned into flame by the winds of freedom. Terrorism in the 21st century is an international industry. Money and expertise flow freely through the global computer nets, and every type of weapon imaginable is available on the black market of the Third World. It has become harder and harder for the security forces of individual nations to combat this threat to the safety of their people. What's needed is an organization with the resources and the authority to fight terrorism wherever it flourishes. It would be composed of the best and brightest counter-terrorism experts from every country, and armed with state-of-the-art weapons and equipment. It would operate in absolute secrecy, its existence known only to the most senior government officials. It would attack swiftly and silently, cutting off the head of the viper before it had a chance to strike. Such an organization already exists. Its code name is Rainbow.
Tango down! Charlie, go! Down! Get down! Get down! Some help! Get down! Tango! Got it! Good to go. Roger that.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome to another video. This time I'll be starting a new walkthrough for Rainbow Six Black Ops. If you're unfamiliar with what Rainbow Six Black Ops is, Rainbow Six Black Ops is basically a community sort of project where all of the missions and all of the operatives from all original Rainbow Six games are placed into one. Let me show you. As you can see here, it says Mission 56. This is because there are 56 missions in this long, continuous campaign. This includes all of the content from original Rainbow Six, Eagle Watch, Rogue Spear, Urban Combat Operations or something. All of them, including Takedown, which was originally published and released only for Korea. So I'm going to start a new campaign. Let's go with the veteran difficulty, which is the, let's say, the normal difficulty. One thing that I do have to note is that during this walkthrough, I will probably use cheats on very few missions. One of them might be because there's lots of alarms and people are going to press the alarm so often. Just the moment I put the foot inside the building, someone's going to press the alarm, so I'll probably have to use cheats there in order to progress. And also the infamous put a bug in the phone mission where I'm not allowed to kill anyone, and if I'm spotted then it's mission over. This is a nightmare, so of course I will probably also be forced to use cheats on that one. Other than that, let's get this thing going. Let's call it this campaign Right Arm of the Free World.
Operation Steel Wind. Earlier this evening, armed members of the terrorist organization Free Europe seized control of the Belgian embassy in London. Your mission is to retake the embassy with minimal civilian losses.
Okay, so that's straightforward. One thing that I really like about this game is there's lots of hints to actual historical events, locations, and actual groups of people who are in the world. So for instance, in here, obviously London, an assault on an embassy, kind of reminiscent of the Iranian embassy siege in London in 1980, where the SAS got famous for by storming in and basically killing everyone and rescuing all the hostages. So this is Control. The format that we're going to do here is we're going to hear out Control, John Clark, which is basically the unit commander for Rainbow, and maybe if there's someone trying to give us some kind of interesting input on things that are happening. We might also hear them, because there are also advisors along the way that are being added to give you a better angle on the situation.
Looks like we've got our first real job. The Brits would love to send in the SAS, but the word from Brussels is no way. And London says the same about the Belgian ESI. I don't have to tell you that we're going under the microscope on this one. There are folks on both sides of the Atlantic who still aren't convinced that there's any need for a group like Rainbow. Take your time and study the situation carefully before you light the fuse. If we blow it the first time out, they may just shut us down.
Okay, so this is our first major operation, and people aren't even... They don't really think there's a need for Rainbow, but it's a special situation where it's the Belgian embassy. So the Belgians are saying no for the SAS to do the entry, and the Brits are telling the Belgians that they don't want the ESI from entering. So it's kind of in limbo who is going to take the situation, who is going to take responsibility for rescuing the hostages. So here we have a list of people that we know of. Of course, along the campaign we will have more dossiers about people who are added to the story, who add some sort of significance to the story. Organizations, again, the many organizations that we're going to come across will be listed here. Miscellaneous, it's just miscellaneous intel about stuff, like for instance the European Union, which as you know is an actual organization. And funny enough, this Free Europe organization doesn't want the integration of the United Kingdom into the European Union. So this is from the year 2000 apparently. The game itself, this game, it came out in like 1997 or 1998, where the European Union was not yet created. Like I believe it was created maybe in the year 2000 or 2001. So, which is funny because Britain did the Brexit in 2015, 2016. So these guys are like 16 years ahead of time. Okay, so let's go with the HQ plan. Each one of the missions has their own waypoints that are already pre-made by the developers. And here is our team selection. That's the guy you always love. This is Chavez Ding. He's perfect in like every way. Like really. Perfect. But we're not going to use a lot of these guys because these are characters and I want to lose as few of them as possible. You can see that, for instance, in this area, in this time, if I scroll down, for snipers, I don't have any sniper characters. For electronics, I don't have any electronics characters because there aren't missions where they are needed in the original Rainbow Six. This is added in Rogue Spear. This is added in... So we're going to have characters being added to the roster, I think, as we progress with the missions. Let's remove this guy. Let's remove this guy. Him. Okay. We have 4 teams, so let's add 4 reservists. Okay, so this guy, he wants the shotgun. Now, you can see that it says here ARM free, NATO free. You cannot find this mod anywhere on the internet. What I am using is another mod that's called the Black Bag. I did a video about both this project and the Black Bag, and a while ago, like 2 years ago maybe. And in that video's description, there's also the links to where you can find both this project, this community project, and the Black Bag. Let me just show you what it means. So, for instance, shotguns. You have like 2 shotguns. One of them is the Super 90. This is the Spaz. Just look at how many sniper rifles you got. SMGs, assault rifles, even more sniper rifles if you want, like the Galil version or the MSG, which I think this is vanilla actually. SR25, SS Vintores if you want. There's all these SMGs, snipers, assault rifles. Just look at how many assault rifles and how many SMGs are there. There's even more than that, I think. I don't know about a hostage situation where someone brings in a shotgun though. I'm gonna go with MP510 suppressed. This is my standard go-to, okay? Because MP510 is basically, it's not 9mm, it's 10 by 25. This is 10mm auto, okay? Much more powerful round than the 9mm Parabellum. So, and we're going to give everyone, for instance, one of the things I like is that if you know that you're going into a high intensity conflict, then you can, instead of one of the grenades, you can take ammo, but you can also take ammo instead of pistol. Like for instance, just like look at all of these pistols that you have here. You got like 6 variants, 5 variants of the Desert Eagle in 357, 41, 44, 44-0, and 50 Action Express. You got the 57 FN, Mark 23, Makarov, K5, I believe. Oh, it's I believe it's Deo Precision, so it's South Korean. You can also have a double sawed-off shotgun if you'd like. Grenades, additional grenades, a 40mm frag launcher, and I think you can also take some ammo instead. No. Or even free-use suicide vest. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. What are you trying to tell me here, game? There's also this thing, which I don't know what that is. You can also check out the ammo for them. Like for instance, when you're going with a silenced weapon, then a subsonic ammunition is preferable because you want both your weapon to be silent and your when you're firing a supersonic round, it makes a sort of a crack when it flies through the air because it breaks the sound barrier, and that creates some sort of sound like that. That people could actually hear that. So if you're going to close quarters combat and you want to be completely silent, then you're going to be using subsonic ammunition, which doesn't produce that crack when fired, and therefore it's ideal because nobody will be able to hear that you're there. If you're one-shotting these terrorists and no one is around to see them die from it, like getting taken out, then you're golden and you can continue with your mission. One thing though, this is what I wanted in the beginning, is the heartbeat sensor, which I'm going to give it to everyone. I'm going to tell her to go to blue team. This guy will go to blue team, red team, green team, and gold. So we got 8 guys spread around on 4 teams. You can do it basically any way you want. You can have like 2 big teams of like, say, 3 guys, and green team will going to be like, say, sniper cover or something like that. There are missions where it's preferable, so it's very dynamic and it's really up to you and how you want to proceed with it. Okay, so this is our map. You can see this is what we're going to do. So red team is going to come here and it's going to breach from the right side of the building. Gold team is going to come here and going to climb up climb up to the second floor, breach there, bang bang, go around and come out. Blue team is going to come from the left side, is going to climb over here. You can see there's this sort of a green icon which says there's a sort of a ladder, something you can climb on. They're gonna climb, come to the right. I believe there's a hostage here and someone guarding that hostage, and then they will take him down. And gold team, gold team, we have talked about it, and green team is going to breach from the right side, from the left side of the building. So we got two teams breaching from the first floor, two teams breaching from the second floor. Everyone got it? Okay. Let's do this in watch mode and see them in action. See what they're doing good and what can be made better. How we can help the bots, because AI is not perfect, as you know.
We've got a lot of people watching this one. Don't let me down.
Alright, so they're moving into the building. We can press page down and page up, sorry. So I tried to come up, I forgot how it's named. So page up, page down, and you can actually... Whoa! What? No. That's not it. That's not... No. The first moment we were trying to... And we already killed the character. No. Yes, it's my fault that I agreed to watch mode. Okay, there. I took control. Let me take a look. I'm gonna try and pick the lock. Both Alpha, Bravo. Mother... Okay. Let's go and try something else. There. I want this to be cover and assault. Okay. Let's do this again in watch mode, but we're all teams. For an unknown reason, green team did not have a weight on Alpha.
Don't let me down.
Why? I don't know. Okay, so he's got this corner covered. Great. This is what I want. I want them to... Okay. Gold is covering, is waiting on Alpha. Blue is just finishing to climb up from the balcony. Wait. Alpha, go.
Move it. Go. Move it. Come on. Contact. Tango down.
What the fuck?
Tango down. Threat neutralized.
Someone else got shot.
Clear. Clear.
You're seeing the guy and you're not firing? What the fuck? Something's wrong.
It's okay. You're safe now. Escorting threat neutral. Threat neutralized.
Mission success. Objective completed.
And we only lost 2 guys to do it. This is bullshit. Okay. Nowhere. No. I'm not. We're going to do this over again. I'm not letting Chavez Ding die in the first mission. No way. Retry action, god damn it. Okay, so that's about 4 guys have already, of the hostages, have already died. They got.
Alpha, go. Come on.
Okay, so.
Mission success. Objective completed.
Damn! So, okay, so I think that we have some sort of a method here. I fired 3 rounds at the start of the mission, which caused the bots to freak out. That's basically what happened. So they freaked out. And yeah. So when they freaked out, they tried to come outside the building, which is something no mortal sane person would do when he is a hostage taker. And when they came out of the building, they just shot most of them. Like, these reservists, they killed 5 of them. 2, 2, 1. And this Santiago, for reservists, these guys got 100% accuracy. And this character, this Santiago, has 50% accuracy? What? Okay. I'm not going to dwell on this one. Again, this video is way too long as it is. Anyways, this is the first mission of a playthrough for this game. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in future videos.